So my carver made this for us. And it's a Hobbit house. We got the mounds done, so we've just got to finish this. And as you can see, we just want to make this, it's got some movement up here because we're going to have to put a finish on this to paint that like a wood type finish. So we've got some epoxy just to give it a little bit of strength so it doesn't move, so that we can paint it and cover up some of these, because you know it's got some movement because it's just a tin top. It's absolutely excellent. You can see we stay in that one color. The doors paint another color. The windows that have some light to them. It's gonna look excellent. Then we're gonna build it right into the mound, so the dirt's gonna come like up like that. She's gonna be great. So I got it right here by the garage. We're gonna start putting some epoxy on it. Okay, so the epoxy is now dried and we need to sand it. And it's one solid chunk now, you know, so they're not individual anymore. So it's gonna be great. And we just gotta sand it and clean it up a little, then we can put some filler on. Okay, so we've got it nice and sanded the way we'd like it. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna put a filler on the top here. Some of you may be asking, hey, why are we doing this? Why isn't the carver doing this? We buy so much stuff that to keep our price down, we get the mushrooms. He can paint them and they look great, but we get them unpainted. We do a little bit of work ourselves, save some money. And something like this, if he was to have it all done, would cost us a fortune. So he gives us kind of the bare bones. And not that he can't do it, and of course he'd do a better job than we do, but this is a little bit of extra work that we do ourselves just to save us some money and to, you know, be more part of the project too. So anyway, time for some wood filler. Okay, it's not dry, but it's dry enough for me to flip it up and do the underside. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We've got it masked off. So I moved my setup in Nellie's jungle, just because there's more sun here, and it's a thick coating, so we want it to dry really good. So we do have our coat on there. It's pretty much molded to where, you know, where I'm gonna leave it right now and do another coat. So second coat on now. So second coat is now done. It's on, we're just gonna let it dry. You can see it's starting to look a little better, but once we get the third coat on and a couple sandings, she's gonna look really good. And we just want a nice smooth, that's all we're kind of looking for. So it's gonna look really good. And we're gonna turn it into like it's gonna look like wood. You guys get to stick around and see what we do. I see with my little eye a Nellie doing something with the butt of a Nellie. Okay, so we've put the second coat of wood filler on, and as you can see, now we have a much better, thicker, you know, really nice and smooth. Kind of comes on the other side, kind of goes on the top there. So it's kind of where we want it to be, other than we now have to put another coat of hardener on it to seal it up, and then we can paint it. Once it's painted, make it look like some sort of a wood, I guess. We'll remove that, and then we're gonna attack the main body. So it's coming, folks. It's coming, taking some time, but we're gonna make it look really good. Okay, we have our first coat of hardener on, which will protect it. We are gonna paint over that, make it look like wood, but while we're waiting, let's paint some windows in. We've got windows here, here, and here. Let's do it. Do it, Rusty, do it. The lights are on, and you're not home. You're mine. Here we go, guys. So for just the first coat right now, so you can see we've got, you know, some lights, gonna look like someone is home. And then we're gonna paint this a dark brown, this a dark brown, this a different brown, this and this will be the same brown, and this will be stained. I gotta kind of sand this mistakes off, and then that'll be a wood siding. So it's gonna be, and it's good wood, it's not just a veneer, it's a pretty thick, you know, pretty thick wood. Our carver's made an amazing foundation for us. Now you can imagine what it would cost if we wanted him to do all this, which he does, but you know, then you're looking at, you know, thousands or close to that, maybe more. I don't know what it's going to look like when it's done, opposed to, you know, much smaller amount, and hey, do it yourself. and it's kind of fun. Good morning, folks. So today you can see we've masked out the windows and the door in the center, and that's already masked out. That's done. That's got 3 coats on it now. It's solid. So now we are going to paint that the brown, and the outside is going to be brown. So first coat of brown, it's going to be a little tedious because this is going to be brown too. So a little tedious and these, but we're going to get it done. Stay tuned. Okay, done a tedious coat of brown, first coat of many to follow. So as you can see, now you're probably understanding what the color scheme is going to be, and this will be stained like a nice wood color. This will be, it could be reds. I want it like, you know, or maybe a red cedar stain, but this will be a kind of a neutral, but it will be a stain. But it's coming. This is kind of a little tedious to you know, to do that with the silly dollar store paintbrushes I have, but it's looking good, I think. It's coming. We'll do a few more coats of that. I got to stand it up, do the backside, and then once we've done the few coats, we can rip this off and we can then tape out this and start doing the main thing. It's gonna look good, guys. Just a quick behind the scenes. As you can see, we've painted that too, and I'm gonna paint that about 3 times. Although the dirt is gonna come up to there, you're never gonna see it. We're gonna paint it 3 times, and we're gonna put a sealant on that too, and we're gonna seal the back of the wood too, because we don't want it to rot. So I might just paint, you know what? I might just paint it right now while I got the chance, because a couple cans of paint on it, then I can seal it, because the wood is going to be against this. Of course, it can rot, right? So, just thought about that now, but yeah, because of all these long, I was like, yeah, the dirt's going to be, we don't want to take this stuff apart every year to try and fix it. So try and give it as much life as we can. So, yep, I'm painting that now, guys. So there we go. It's painted. Well, you know, while we got the paint out to do in the front, hey, might as well do the back. We got lots of paint, and it's just going to give it a few more years, because we're still going to seal this up. Like, that's going to go, but that'll go on top of the maybe 2 coats of paint. Anyhow, let's let the front dry. Take a quick peek over there, just so you can see it like that. It's kind of what it looks like, and let's let it dry, and we're going to do another coat. Well, lots of progress on the Hobbit house here. You can see that we've stained the wood. We put some tape up around so that it's not going to come on the side. We painted the door 1 coat, and it's going to rain, like it's thundering and everything like that. Here, I'll zoom back out, and we will cover this thing up with some tarp right there. There's Francis. And we will come back out maybe tomorrow when it's better. Okay, before I do the clear coat on them, you see I've just got a marker, and I've done this one, and I'm just going to go and just mark the lines to make it look more woodish. We are going to put a door handle and some hinges and stuff like that, but that's after we spray it with a nice coat of clear coat. So right now, marker, lines, be back in a sec. Okay, so we got the lines on there, as you can see. So they're done. Very happy with them. We're going to do a clear coat now. So we're going to do probably 3 or 4 clear coats on the front. I'll do a little bit of videoing there, and then we're going to put a hardener layer on the back, just so it's completely sealed, because it is going to be sitting in some dirt, and we don't want it to rot, you know, in the first year and fall apart. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to keep you guys in the loop. Okay, folks, move this back a little. It's now on zoom or wide angle. There we go. This is the real size right here. I'm going to conclude this video. So it's got, I just finished a 2nd coat of clear coat on it. So it's looking really good. Just to put my foot in there for size. So you can see it's kind of big. I still got to do the back, but you guys don't care about the back. So what I'm going to do is let this dry. Maybe a few more coats of clear coat just to seal it up completely. Then I'm going to do a new video of where we lift it up, we put it properly, and then we fill the back up with dirt, which we already have the mounds ready to go, and make it look like it's just in the ground. They built a house in the ground. So that's coming up. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and join us on this channel. We'll see you guys here really soon. Take care.